Hello and welcome to EVs and Beyond. I'm Richard Edwards, and today we have a really special car to show you, and I think we're one of the first media outlets in New Zealand to drive it. It's the Tesla Model Y Performance. That's right, the medium-sized family SUV that can take on supercars. So let's have a look around and take it for a little bit of a fun drive. So let's do a little bit of a walk around of the Model Y Performance first. Now, overall, the styling is largely the same as the standard model, which is here in huge volumes in New Zealand. But for some reason, I think it looks a whole lot better. I mean, it looks largely the same at the front. There's no great big sports air dam. But I think that the blue, the metallic blue color here, that's a $1,700 extra, looks way better than the white color that is standard, and just makes the car look far more dynamic and just a little more shapely. I don't know why, I don't know what the science is, but it looks a hell of a lot better. I think part of that too is the big 21-inch wheels. They suit the car so well and really balance out the design. And if we head down to the back, there's just the subtle addition of this little carbon fiber sports lip. Again, such a tiny thing, but in concert with that color, the car just looks a whole lot better and a whole lot sportier than the standard model. A little bit of magic there from Tesla. Right, so that's the exterior of the Tesla Model Y Performance. Let's go have a look inside. Now inside it's largely the same as that car we reviewed, again the link's up in the top corner, last year, but there are a few little tweaks in this one, partially by option. So this car's been optioned with the white vegan leather interior. That's $1,700. Don't do it, get the black leather, you won't regret it in the long run. It's been matched here to some white trim. There are some additional items in the infotainment system since the last time we were in the Model 3. Now the first one is that this car has now standard the upgraded audio system, so 15 speakers and Dolby Atmos. It absolutely pumps, and of course for you iPhone users there, you now have Apple Music available, and you can listen to whatever you want to. Right, let's take this thing for a drive. Now, the biggest difference between the standard Model Y and the Performance, of course, is the amount of performance available. Funny that. You've got a huge amount more power generated by having that extra motor in the front. So now total system output is 357 kilowatts and 659 newton meters of torque. This thing is just brutal when it comes to performance, and the 0 to 100 kilometer time is claimed to be 3.7 seconds. Now that's up there with some supercars. You can run away from 911s at the lights in this. That's super impressive. What's not so impressive, I think, is the overall handling package. The steering is just a little bit numb and artificially heavy. I'm glad that it's heavy, but that numbness is just something you miss a little bit if you're used to driving normal performance cars. And the ride is a little bit firm and bouncy, particularly on uneven roads like this coast road we're on now. The thing you've got to remember is that this isn't really a sports car. It is a family size SUV that can do the usual practical things, the soccer run, the grocery shopping, but can run away from everything else in the 0 to 100 sprint. We will test that 0 to 100 sprint shortly. The Model Y Performance and the long-range model when it finally arrives use an upgraded 77 kilowatt hour battery. The WLTP driving range is claimed to be 511 kilometers, though we think 450 kilometers is more achievable. For charging, you have the option of 11 kilowatt AC charging or up to 250 kilowatts at Tesla superchargers. Though when we charged the Sylvia Park supercharger this morning, we capped out at just under 130 kilowatts. In summary, the Tesla Model Y Performance has its pros and cons. It's incredibly fast, handles reasonably well, and has great range. But you have some compromises, such as the slightly numb steering and the firm ride. It's also lacking some items like Apple CarPlay that we kind of expect to be in a modern car. It's also quite expensive, with enhanced autopilot costing an additional $5,700 and full self-driving $11,400. The price can quickly add up from the $105,000 base price. But overall, the Model Y Performance is an impressive electric SUV that is sure to excite many drivers. Right, so as we mentioned earlier, this car has one heck of a 0 to 100 time. They claim 3.7 seconds, and we're going to put that to the test. Now, it's a bit of a warm day, I've got a camera in the back, and I am a rather large chap myself, so I'm not necessarily expecting us to get 3.7 seconds. But let's see what we can do. So, I have a timer on my phone that'll basically stop the clock when I lift off the throttle. We've got a relatively clear, relatively straight road, and we'll give it a go. Push the start test, and go. So in summary, the Tesla Model Y Performance, it is a fantastic car to drive. If for nothing else, it's just absolute brutal acceleration. So that's it for today from EVs and Beyond. Now don't forget to go down the bottom of the screen, like, subscribe, ring the bell to get more videos from us. And if you want more great EV news, then go to evsandbeyond.co.nz and sign up for our electronic newsletter. It comes out twice a week. Great EV content there from our editorial team. Thanks for joining us.